So for the last couple of years, probably 3 to 4, I have been told, not trying to be cynical, nobody wants a cynical sports talk show host, that the Boston Celtics, this is the next dynasty. Well, last night, they won by 50 points. Again, they're number one in the NBA in point differential. In fact, the Celtics have the best record in the NBA. They're almost unbeatable at home, 26-3. They have made the most threes. They have the best rebounding team in the league, and they have the number one net rating on offense. They don't do a lot of things poorly. They're a dominant team, especially in the East. In fact, all their perceived rivals in the East have clear holes. Philadelphia is good. I liked them this year. But Embiid just got hurt, and if Joel Embiid's not 100%, you're not beating the Celtics. I like Dame to Milwaukee, but they've already fired one coach. Dame and Giannis doesn't feel like it's a perfect fit, and they are bad defensively. I think the Knicks are a great story. I don't think they're a great team. I think they're limited offensively, and Thibodeau can wear teams out with hard practices and long minutes. The Cavs are young. Their best players, Donovan Mitchell. They're not beating the Celtics. The Celtics are the only team in this league, top 5 in scoring, top 5 in defense. They don't have much of a bench, but either does Denver. If the Celtics do not get, with relative ease, to the NBA Finals and at least take Denver to 6 or 7, then I am done listening to this is what they're going to be. Instead, I'll shift to this is what they are. There are no excuses. They are 30-6 against the East. I've heard promises. They're going to be this. Jason Tatum's the next this. They won by 50 last night. That's hard to do in high school. Almost impossible in college. In the NBA, it doesn't make sense. They're number one in rebounds and threes and point differential, best home record, best record overall. They rarely have a clunker. And Jason Tatum's a wonderful kid and plays really, really hard. But, man, I'm done listening to what they're going to be, and I want to eventually see what they are. And this is the season with a weakened Eastern Conference where Dame and Giannis really isn't working quite as well as you want, and they're bad defensively, where Joel Embiid got hurt, where the Knicks did not take a huge swing at the trade deadline. The Cavs are too young, and nobody else is really going to challenge them. This has to be the year that they walk through the East, couple of sweeps, get into the finals, and if not win it, take Denver 7. There's no reason they can't. I'd argue Denver's the only team in the league whose best 4 players are even close to the Celtics' best 4 players. The 49ers fired defensive coordinator Steve Wilks after one season. He took a lot of the criticism. It didn't appear Kyle Shanahan was overjoyed, happy in the second half when he had to burn a timeout because he thought Steve Wilks' defense was aligned too obviously. I think it's more this. The previous 2 San Francisco defensive coordinators, very intense, rah-rah, motivational, inspirational. Robert Saleh, now coach of the Jets, and DeMeco Ryans, now coach of Houston's. Steve Wilks isn't that. He's much more stoic. San Francisco doesn't run, you read, complicated schemes. It's that Seahawks cover 3. They don't blitz exotically. They just line dudes up. We're better than you. We're going to be aggressive and go after your quarterback. So maybe motivation, game after game after game. Saleh, DeMeco Ryans provided that. So there's a couple of things here. Kyle Shanahan is stoic. So San Francisco's probably always going to be better served with somebody on the other side of the ball, also on the staff, who's a bit of a yeller and highly intense. If you look at the Rams, Sean McVay, huge energy. Yet his defensive coordinators, a Brandon Staley and a Raheem Morris, are more chill. Dan Campbell in Detroit, he comes out swinging. Press conference, sidelines, yelling at refs. He works very well with Ben Johnson, more cerebral. DeMeco Ryans, again, player, chest out, alpha, big energy. Bobby Slowick, academic, quiet, his offensive coordinator, a former PFF guy. Steve Wilks, like Shanahan, would rather bury his head in a play sheet That's who he is. And the best staffs are often a mix. Remember a couple of years ago when Philadelphia got to a Super Bowl, Nick Sirianni's yelling at fans, he's yelling at refs, he's yelling at anybody. But Jonathan Gannon and Shane Steichen, very reflective, very chill. Jim Harbaugh's staffs, he provides the intensity. Everybody else is a notch less. Nick Saban, Alabama, older defensive coach, barking constantly. His best coordinators, younger, more chill, Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian. So Steve Wilks has gotten a lot of jobs in his career. I never thought this was a great fit. Yeah, in that Super Bowl, when Shanahan had to burn a timeout, you could see he wasn't happy. And in the biggest games and the biggest moments, you can't make a big mistake. And it looked like Shanahan thought Steve Wilks had with his alignment, so they make a move. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.